Hey, what is up, guys, and welcome back to the FCS Football channel. And today we've just got a quick little Manchester United roundup for what's happened today. Realistically, both of them haven't really been big enough to make kind of independent videos, but both together, I feel like a quick little stream, and we can have a little chat about it and just keep you guys in the loop. So, first up is Eric Bailly has left Manchester United. He's joined Marseille on a 1-year loan. However, there is possibilities that Manchester United could sell Eric Bailly should he fulfill kind of some obligations in said loan deal. I believe it's on Fabrizio Romano who's tweeted about it. If I quickly load that up on my phone. So basically, he's joined on loan for the year. And there's a 6 mil obligation to buy should Marseille qualify for Champions League football. I did not watch the Barcelona friendly. I've seen ter Stegen's or whoever the goalkeeper's mistake was though for Barca. That howler, absolute howler. But I can't say I've sat down and watched the full game. So yeah, Eric Bailly has joined Marseille on a 1-year loan. It probably will become a permanent deal, whether that's due to the obligation if they get Champions League football, or if it's just through basic that he has a good time there, good spell, and Manchester United want to get rid of him. I'm not opposed to selling Eric Bailly come this time next summer. I don't think he's as good as people have made out. I've said that for a very, very long time. I think it's a bit strange to loan him out when we have, given the time we've got left. Although, do we have enough players? Yes, probably. So in that sense, I guess it's not too bad. Not too bad. Let me just sort that. So Bayern line, very weird. It's good for him, but Maguire still needs to go. Look, Harry Maguire's still here. Maguire was always going to stay here longer than Eric Bailly. I think Bailly isn't. I think Harry Maguire's a better centre back than Eric Bailly, to be honest. Also, in regards to transfers, Fabrizio Romano, how's James Garner? Is he going? Well, that's something else we can also chat about. I forgot about James Garner today, really. Well, so about James Garner, we'll actually talk about that now. There's potential that he may be on his way out of Manchester United. There's a lot of clubs interested in him. Southampton and Everton being one. But no one's made official bids for him. However, James Garner is expected to leave Manchester United this summer, and in fact in the next couple of days, according to Fabrizio Romano. Maguire too slow for the Erik ten Hag system. I would agree, but I think he's better on the ball. I think you can get by with a Maguire at centre back. To be honest, I do. But did you see Haaland's dive? I have not. Like I said, the only thing I've seen from that friendly game is that the Barcelona goalkeeper mistake. That's all I've seen. More on transfers for Manchester United. There is rumours of it's not rumours. Fabrizio Romano, as well as people like David Ornstein, have reported that Manchester United have submitted a bid for Newcastle United goalkeeper Martin Dubravka on a loan deal. Now, Manchester United are apparently also tracking both Martin Dubravka and Kevin Trapp alongside Jan Sommer and is it Uruguayan or Greek goalkeeper? I think it's Greek, isn't it? That Vlachodimos from SL Benfica. So Manchester United very much looking for a backup goalkeeper to compete with David De Gea for that #1 spot this season, while of course Dean Henderson's out on loan at Nottingham Forest. And I think again, look, I think if we get Jan Sommer, he could compete for that #1 spot. But I think Martin Dubravka, I don't think he's ever going to play over Manchester United over David De Gea for Manchester United. Gakpo probably the most likely to go to United now they don't have Champions League football, and heard the Glazers don't want to pay for Antony and Gakpo. I would rather get Gakpo than Antony. Look, that might be a bit controversial, but I'm seeing £80 million, £90 million or euros for Antony. So I don't want that. To me, that is terrible business. To spend that much money on Antony, I think you go get Gakpo for 40. I really, really do. Well, obviously, the Glazers need to go on the transfer centre graphic. Now we have got a permanent Glazers out hashtag, because I do think it's important that when we're talking about transfers, it's important to remember, regardless of who we sign, when we sign Casemiro, if we sign Gakpo, Antony, Frankie de Jong, so on and so forth, we've got to be clear that it's not good enough. We still need the Glazers out, and that's why I put it there. Obviously, for the Liverpool watch along that we did, which obviously was a great watch along, we saw our team win 2-1, as you can see here. We did also have a Glazers out graphic style with the green and gold for that game, in line with the protests. Obviously, that will go back to red now come the Southampton game. But again, I felt it was appropriate to support the protests with the graphics. Transfer market has already gone, mate, after Neymar's transfer. Hashtag Glazers in. But look, I mean, we're on the Antony deal. Yes, it's a lot of money. But what I would say, if Chelsea sign Anthony Gordon from Everton for 60 million, then go get Antony. Because however bad Antony may get, or may be in a United shirt, you can always go back and say the same summer Anthony Gordon went to Chelsea for 60. And I have no doubts Anthony will be £30 million better than Gordon. These 2K tweets in the last hours for Glazers out. Good. That's what we like to see. There you go. Well, now you get to listen to my soothing tones. Also, so we've spoken about the three transfers. So that's being Eric Bailly has officially joined Olympique Lyonnais. No, that's the same team. Marseille's joined. He's joined Marseille. So alongside Bailly joining Marseille, obviously you can see the tweet that Manchester United tweeted down below. James Garner looks like he is on his way out to either Everton or Southampton, or at least those are the two clubs that are interested in him. Do I think we should be letting him go? Absolutely not. I think he's certainly got talent. A loan move for me, yeah, makes sense. Sale, no. You've seen Chelsea, Tottenham are interested in him, so he's clearly a good midfielder. I would not be letting James Garner go on a permanent. Let him go on a loan, and then bring him back next year, and then maybe we'll see how he is. Martin Dubravka has attracted interest from Manchester United. We have officially put in a loan bid, according to Fabrizio Romano and David Ornstein, for the Newcastle United goalkeeper. But one thing, Dubravka ain't better than De Gea or even close to him. Compare him to Heaton, and that's the point. And I think you make a good point there, Soccer Zone. Martin Dubravka on a loan wouldn't be a bad move at all because it's a loan, because it's for second choice. Would I rather a Jan Sommer? Yes, because I think Jan Sommer is capable of pushing David De Gea, and I think Jan Sommer is able to distribute better, is probably better at commanding his box and playing out from the back. Yes, he's not as good as a shot stopper, but I think he, in a lot of areas, is more suited to an Erik ten Hag goalkeeper, and as such, could very easily compete for that number 1 spot. Whereas I think Martin Dubravka doesn't really, and I think Dubravka just is comfortably would be our second choice goalkeeper. Glazers brought Casemiro, so they need to get money again by selling Garner. Jan Sommer is so underrated. I completely agree. I think Jan Sommer's a very, very good goalkeeper. But on to the Carabao Cup. So I'm sure you guys are massively excited to hear about the Carabao Cup. Manchester United's opponent for the Carabao Cup has been decided. And as you can see, we are playing Aston Villa. So Manchester United Carabao Cup 3rd round opponents have been confirmed following Wednesday night's draw. So obviously the draw happened today. The Reds will take on Aston Villa at Old Trafford in what will be Erik ten Hag's first domestic cup tie in charge of Manchester United. 3rd round ties will be played during the week, commencing the 7th of November within the calendar, having moved around this season due to the Qatar World Cup. So Manchester United will play Aston Villa in the Carabao Cup in November. So yeah. Man City vs Chelsea is cool. When's the Champions League draw? I believe it's in the next couple of days. With United not being in the Champions League, I don't know. I probably will end up doing a draw for it. I usually do, but they take a lot of time, the draws. I mean, I've still got the World Cup draw somewhere, I think. Yeah, we do. Like, doing stuff like this, where you got like all the draws, that's that side. They take so long because you've got to make loads of stuff for it. And with United not being in it, it makes it a little bit less incentivizing for me to do it. But that being said, I probably will end up doing one. And I almost certainly do the Europa League one. Because again, United's in it. If I'm actually I might not be able to do the Europa League. I'll have to get back to you on the Europa League. I would usually do it, but I don't know if I'm going to be away or not. Draw is probably going to go wrong for the first time as always, lol. Yeah, I mean, we had the, what's it called last time? The Atletico Madrid draw. Who did it? Did they get originally drawn with PSG? Or something like that, and then it had to be redone because... No, they were drawn with Villarreal, and obviously they couldn't play each other. Or something stupid like that happened. But yeah, I mean, this was just meant to be a quick stream to kind of update you all on what's going on at the club. So again, to kind of re-go over it, Eric Bailly has officially left the club on a 1-year loan with a obligation to buy for €6 million should Marseille qualify for the Champions League this season. Manchester United are attracting suitors for James Garner from Everton and Southampton. For a transfer which is expected to happen in the coming days. Martin Dubravka has drawn interest from Manchester United, and we have apparently, according to Fabrizio Romano and David Ornstein, submitted a loan bid to sign the Newcastle United goalkeeper. And finally, Manchester United have drawn Aston Villa in the Carabao Cup, which means we will play them in the 3rd round this November. Now, if you guys have enjoyed this quick impromptu stream, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. And let me know down below, do you think Manchester United should be selling James Garner? Do you think it would be a mistake letting Eric Bailly leave the club? Is Martin Dubravka good enough to at least be second choice? Or can he even kind of compete for that number 1 spot over David De Gea? And is Aston Villa a good draw for Man United or not? All right, thank you all for watching. You too, good night to you as well, Soccer Zone, mate. Thank you all for watching. Adios, amigos. In a bit. Peace.